Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 in the series, eMaLfans versus Lucifer, as we see eMaLfans spawning as the blue human player on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, on the bottom left, we see Lucifer spawning as the red Undead. Undead versus human in this 1v1 matchup. Things are already getting underway, gonna slow things up at the 2-minute mark and once more, and we'll see what the strategies will be. Now, this map is a little bit different in that there is a lot easier creep camps to try and creep out to get to level 2 over Turtle Rock. You can see the lightning shield being used here to really whittle away at these rogues. Rogues taking a lot of damage. Archmage now being purposely knowing that he has to back off here. He doesn't want to give extra experience to his, or take away any of that experience. Every point of experience is going to make a difference here, as the Death Knight may quickly just come in, get a shot off on, no, not a shot off on the Water Elemental. Water Elemental just running for the hills already. Death Knight coming in with the Death Coil and just getting in some extra damage there. All right, Skeletal Minion giving Archmage level 2, and the Death Knight realizes, hey, I do not want anything to do with sitting inside a human base with that many potential militia for us around. Archmage already looking very strong. eMaLfans getting to level 2 in no time flat. Meanwhile, let's take a look at Lucifer. Lucifer is a little bit behind, but I believe his tech may be, yes, slightly faster than his opponent. Now, the Death Knight is not going to really be able to do nearly as much harassing just because the Archmage has Brilliance Aura. That Brilliance Aura allows for more water elementals, or more mana, which allows for more water elementals, which means less potential harassment. You can't really just wait out the water elementals because, well, another water elemental will be there by the time you wait out the first one. Archmage still doing a bit of chasing after those skeletal minions. Death Knight not really sure what to do with it, just continues to run for the hills, as we are about, what, a third of the way to tier 2 by Lucifer. Meanwhile, we are not yet teching to tier 2 by eMaLfans, so eMaLfans may end up trying to go for a fast expansion attempt. Militia already being called off to the north here, gonna be able to finish this off pretty easily. Death Knight, does he get any experience? Yes, he does. Gets a experience off of killing the water elemental and now runs away. So 42 pretty much free points of experience, as the Archmage sitting at level 2, getting very, very close to level 3. And if he does get to level 3, then that means he will be having level 2 water elementals before the 5-minute mark in this game. And he will be having level 2 water elementals before the 5-minute mark in this game right now. Also picking up a wand of mana stealing to try and shut down the death coils of the Death Knight. All right, Death Knight now running all the way back home. Halls of the Dead nearly done. We are still sitting at tier 1, so eMaLfans is going to have to rely on brute numbers in order to win out on any of his upcoming fights. There is a mercenary camp off in the corner, which I am surprised he is not attempting to take. That usually that mercenary camp, once you have an expansion, it has essentially tier 1.5 units where you don't have to pay all the infrastructure. Yes, they are a little bit more expensive, or maybe they have a little bit less hit points, but in the overall end game, it is very much worth it, especially if you have, well, essentially money to burn. If you can use that money much more effectively, you can win more fights. Winning more fights helps you win the game, as we all know and love. But the big issue is whether or not right now the footmen can really push in on this base without suffering far too many damages. You see ghouls now being brought over, Cryptings now being brought over as well. Death Knight not using any death coils as of yet. The footmen with defend once more, just causing problems inside the space. Death Knight down to 53 hit points. He is going to get taken out most likely. No, transition back over to the Archmage. And I guess that's going to be just a unit that stays alive for a little while longer. Footmen are now making their way down, and they are going after these Acolytes. One Acolyte is now down. 2 Acolytes now down, as this Acolyte may end up getting taken down in this fight. All right, is a new Acolyte being purchased? No, not as of yet. You can see more damage being held off here. One spot is currently open for all of the mining to take place, as the footmen are looking to clear up these skeletal minions now. Back off to the north. Wait, I thought I saw a Scroll of Town Portal, or is that a Staff of Teleportation? I'm not 100% sure. All right, there you go. Scroll of Town Portal down to 83 hit points, teleporting all the way back home here, as Lucifer is just trying to strengthen his units and be able to survive the next fight. If the Archmage can get to level 4, that is going to really be a setback for Lucifer, as a level 4 Archmage, extremely difficult. That additional points of mana regeneration off of the Brilliance Aura, more than enough to keep a steady flow of water elementals out even when relatively low on mana. Meanwhile, Undead still doing a little bit of creeping here. Lich is out on the field, Gloves of Haste, no Orb of Corruption as of yet that I can see, as we are still seeing at Halls of the Dead, no Black Citadel at all. Alright, Death Knight looking to finish off this creep camp here, picking up a Tome of Health. Lich about to get to level 2. Meanwhile, off to the north, a very, very hefty expansion already underway. No Masonry upgrade yet, none that I see. No, wait, Masonry upgrade now just being added, so that will give an additional point of armor and about 50 hit points to each of these towers once they are guard or arcane towers. Alright. Death Knight now bringing the way up here. Are we going to be going in for an attack? Yes, we are. Guard tower, however, does get enough armor in and enough build time in time to really shoo off that attack there, but they're going to continue to try it over and over. Death Knight may even try to end up death coiling the peasant here, but no, it does not look like it's happening at all, as the peasants who were now once ready to just jump into the job now have to be forced to retreat all the way back home. Obsidian statue making its way down. Death Knight here, Lich here. Crypt Fiend is now making its way down. Let's take a look. eMaLfans doing great. Meanwhile, Lucifer doing fairly well as well. Both of them are pretty much neck and neck at this point, and really no clear advantage to either player. 41 over 54, 39 over 40, pretty much a negligible difference in terms of overall supply. The big points are, though, that eMaLfan has an expansion and his opponent doesn't. However, there is no anti-air coming in from eMaLfan at all, save for a handful of units. And you can take a look here. The Gargoyle is just going after this Goblin Zeppelin. That is not going to be going very well at all. Archmage uses a Scroll of Town Portal. Is he going to be able to get away? Yes. Oh, wait. Did he teleport all of those units back? Was there dizzy units? Okay, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Normally there's dizzy units if they were knocked out of the sky. I didn't see any units really just fall out of the sky there, so let's take a look at the overall supply. So 42 over 54 compared to 39 over 40, but remember, Lucifer has a smaller gathering resource supply as opposed to eMaLfan, so eMaLfan may actually have the smaller army at this stage, even though he has the larger income. Double Griffin Aviaries now being added on over here on the east side of the base. I do not believe Lucifer will be ready for that particular strategy, perhaps thinking that it is going to be a grind out ground game, only to find that, hey, I really needed more hippos in order to deal with the number of gargoyles that I'm seeing. All right, Skeletal Minion quickly does a run by, spots this space, and then runs back out. All right. Death Knight now ready to wander out, ready to venture forth once again. Heading perhaps off to the top right of the map. No, not going to be heading there. Perhaps going to be heading over to the red or orange creep camp. That is where I would go next. Those creep camps should be relatively easy to creep out. Death Knight already sitting at level 3. Lich currently sitting at level 2. Meanwhile, Archmage sitting at 4 and Mountain King sitting at 1. All right. Finishing stuff right here. True Shot Aura being given to the Mountain King. Mountain King getting a no real damage bonus there, but able to really, really add a lot of damage to that Archmage, who now has +6 attack, +4 from +4 from the Circle of Nobility, plus 6 from the True Shot aura, and then yeah. Obsidian statues all in position. Meat wagons lining up, ready to take down this castle. Castle taking far too much damage, down to 2,600 hit points already, and it looks like he's willing to just lose that, all of this infrastructure that he set up not so long ago. All right. Ghoul is now getting taken down as well. Archmage still trying to fight back. Gargoyle is now coming into play as well, as they're going to be able to shut down some of those hippogriffs, allowing the real air units of the Night Elf to really start to take shape. Death Knight now wandering all the way back down here in just a second. Meanwhile, let's see, Archmage drops in some water elementals and is attempting to take down another unit there. All right, a quick shackles into place. This one Gargoyle is going to have a very, very bad... Well, nope, I do not think he's going to have a bad day. I think this one Dragonhawk Rider is going to have a bad day here in just a second. No web. All right, so no web here. And that is going to be a very big play as the units now teleport all the way back home. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look. Griffin Aviaries. We are now training up Griffins. 63 over supplied now. We are now looking at the Death Knight now making its way up to the north, as we are looking also at a Sentry Ward and the meat wagons just lying waste to this castle. $47 over 50 compared to 48 over 48. Additional units may be coming in from both sides though, so that is something that you should be accounting for. Meanwhile, back over here, what is going on? 4 meat wagons just laying down the pressure, causing problems, as it looks like the bulk of the army may try to go in here and try and stop the main base. However, that looks like it's already been handled, as Lucifer quickly comes into play here, and now with Archmage, Cloud, Mountain King, Paladin gets the GG as Lucifer gives the GG. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game number 2.